Hello, my lords and ladies, and welcome to another episode of our HOCK RPG painting series, where today we are painting Apollos. Pretty straightforward, using all regular paints, no contrast paints. First off, I want to say thank you to all my YouTube members. You guys are absolutely amazing. Can't thank you guys enough. Um, if you are a subscriber, thank you for subscribing. If you're watching this, want to subscribe, you can hit that button, hit the bell, so you get alerted every time we get a new video. But pretty straightforward. All right, let's go. All right, since these are metal miniatures, and you can go onto the website that I had posted in the beginning, you can use that discount code, and you can um, get yourself a little 10% off of these. So yay! Cadian Fleshtone, scrape off all the bits. Yep, I can talk. And then spray paint it in black using this Cadian Fleshtone on the face and the hands. All right, for our hair and El Mustachio, we're going to be using some Hobgrot Hide. Now, these are the alpha packs. There was only 100 of them made. They are serialized. So if you're into collecting, in the event that this HOCK RPG really takes off, you get yourself a little piece of history before they are sold out. For a vast majority of our leather bits, which include the boots, there's two sections of the boots, the top section and then the bottom section, and then the feet. The middle, we're going to be doing two different colors on. The skirt as well, and then all of the buckles and belts. So around the waist, and then the one coming down onto the chest, we're going to be doing in some Mournfang Brown. For our cape, so the front of the cape on the pauldrons, and then the back side, we're going to be doing some XV88. A lot of browns in this, very earthy knight here with his sword and the axe. And you can notice that the sword was broke. I did that on accident. That's totally my fault. Take full responsibility for that. For both arms, we're just going to do some straight up Zandri Dust on there. And this game is actually going to be coming out here pretty quickly. There'll be an announcement for it, and we'll probably get a copy, hopefully, and do an unboxing on it so you can see everything. I have seen a lot of the upcoming images, and let me tell you, if you are a fan of Kingdom Death and the RPG realm, this is going to be your jam. So stay tuned for that. For the kneecap areas, except for the top portion, we're going to paint that white here in a second. We're going to be doing some Dryad Bark onto there. Once you're done with that, you'll see here in the next frame, we're going to be doing some Ionrach Skin on that white areas on the bottom near the ankles and then the top of the kneecaps. For the sword and the axe itself, we're going to be doing some of that Leadbelcher. And then for a final little bit of base painting for the guard on the sword, we're going to be doing some Retributor Armour, and then a little bit onto the axe where it connects to the handle. Now we're using 3 washes here. The first one is Agrax Earthshade, and this is going to cover about all of it. All of our browns, including the hair as well, and the mustachio. So slap all of that Agrax Earthshade on there. I think I cover every little bit on this extended clip. For the skin, we're going to do some Reikland Fleshshade. Pretty simple. And finally, for the metallics, we are doing Nulin Oil. All right, let this all dry, give it 10 or 15 minutes, then moving on to the highlights. All right, the hardest part of painting a miniature, because you don't want to mess this up, is the eyes. So I'm just doing some white, little bit of white underneath the eyebrows. Don't overdo it. And then I just put a little dollop of black. It's very hard to see. But man, painting eyes is one of the most difficult things you can do in miniature painting. Very basic highlights on the skin. We're just doing a little bit of Kislev Flesh. Again, nothing crazy, just a little bit of Kislev Flesh on the bridge of the nose, forehead, cheeks, the butt chin, and the hands. Make sure you get the fingers as well. For the hair, we're just going to quickly highlight that up with a little bit of Zamesi Desert. Try not to get anything in the recesses, just pick out strands of hair and highlight it up. For all of our areas that we originally painted the XV88, we're going to go over it with some Balor Brown. Again, pretty simple. And for all of our original Mournfang Brown areas, we're just going to do some Doombull Brown on top of those. Now, if you want to keep it Mournfang Brown, you can just do an extra highlight of that. But this gives it a little bit more of a reddish leather look. All right, coming down to the wire here, only a couple colors left. For the arms, we're just going to do highlights, nothing into the recesses of some Tallarn Sand. Again, you don't want to overdo it, just get those raised areas. To highlight up our gold areas, it's just going to be a quick little highlight of Liberator Gold. And to finish it off for our metallics, to include the chest plate, painting each and every individual square, we're going to do some Runefang Steel, the sword, and then obviously our axe as well. And that's it. That's all she wrote. Pretty simple right there. Nothing too crazy. If you're not used to painting metal miniatures, it is an adventure to say the least. Definitely different than painting a plastic one for sure. These metal miniatures are obviously the alpha pack, so they are the first production from HOCK RPG. So they are pretty neat to get your little hands on. Again, there's only a limited set of them. There's only 100. They are serialized. So if you are a serialized or a collector of any kind, jump over to www.hock.store and get yourself one before they are all sold out. But again, thank you to all my YouTube members, all my subscribers, anybody who shares this, posts this on a forum or any kind of website. Can't thank you guys enough. I love you all, and I will see you on the next one. All right, paint on.